Okay.
About only 3 actions that you will need to be doing every day. Number 1, you don't want to become broke. You want instant cash? Then retail a product. Use a 1 spray, you are making $10. Everybody, about 50 million people live in Tanzania. Just take 50% of them. Those people can afford our product. Why don't you go out and try and sell a product every day? It's much easier. And I was very happy that I found Stefano talking about retailing. You must have a retailing ethic. We are not saying uwe machinga, uende ukauze door to door. No, do it professionally. Just go on Facebook. I went on Facebook last week and said, I am looking for people who want to lose some 5 to 10 kilos. Guess what? I got 60 people. Yes, I want to. Yes, I want to. That's all I did. So you will need to be creative. Are you doing it on Instagram, on Facebook, face-to-face? Any way you do it, but you must try and get products to your customer. You must develop a customer base. Another activity that is very important, you need to keep on bringing new people to your organization. The lifeline, the bloodline of your network lies in bringing new people. You see, it's a numbers game, guys. Network marketing, that is, it's a numbers game. You will need to talk to more people. The more people you bring into your network, you get to 5K, 10K, and beyond. So some of the tips of sponsoring have been told by Stefano and many. One of the key things I always tell people is never underestimate anybody. Nishaona mtu wa mikokoteni, sijui kama mnaita mkokoteni in Tanzania, becoming a superstar in network marketing. I have seen a guy who was washing cars in Tanzania. No, that was selling very well and in network marketing. Don't underestimate anybody. Have you talked to your brothers, your cousins, your relatives? Have you talked to everybody that you could possibly do to? Kwa nini watu wasikuite kichaa this year? Waseme ule ni MDC kichaa. By you going and talking to everybody in the dala, when you go to church, when you go for a wedding, bring more people. And the third activity, coaching and mentoring. You need to be coaching someone in your team. Hata kama ulijiunga jana, kuna yule mtu atakuja awe downline wako. Start coaching and mentoring them. If you can always do those 3 activities, making sure that there is somebody in your team, you are selling a product to a customer, making sure there's somebody you join in, and of course, coaching and mentoring. And the 4th one, I must come now to a very important part of developing the mindset. We have talked about understanding, believing, commitment, action, and the last one is results. You get results out of these activities I've been talking about here. You start getting the first result you get, recognition. You wake up in the morning, you're a 5K, and all you did was understanding, believing, commitment, and action. You get lots of recognition. You will get to Las Vegas. You will be invited to Zanzibar when we start doing these trips, all because you develop the right mindset. Another result you're going to get is time. You now determine the time you want to work. You determine the time you want to go to Zanzibar for a trip. You become your own boss fully. That's another result everybody's looking for, that you can go for a holiday to Dubai and stay for 1 month without doing anything because you are the owner of your own business. You are the CEO of your own business. And of course, another result, money. In Kenya, we call it chapa. We need to go and buy those things that we value. If it's a house, remember your why. Was it the car? Now you get your car, but you won't get your car if you don't have developed the right mindset. You won't get that house next to Bezi Beach if you do not develop the right mindset. You will not own some plot of land in Mlalakua if you do not commit yourself to understanding, to believing, to commitment, and to taking the actions we talked about. I know each one of us was born with an ability, every one of us. But the difference is how many of us are ready to develop the mindset and go forward. I want to do a recap of what we've talked about today. I mentioned so much about, first of all, making sure that you have your why. When you're forming your why, always think of these three things. Number one, always think about personal. My personal why. Mimi nataka nini mwenyewe? Do I want to dress well? Do I want to make sure that every day I have some money in the account? Do I want to buy myself a car? Personal. Second, why? Family. I want to take my family from here and we are going to live next to White Sands in Dar es Salaam. Or I want to build a nice house for my family in Machame. Always remember family. And the third is why is business. I want to become a 5K. I want to become a 10K by December. So always make sure that when you're doing your why, it's personal, family, and also business. Don't leave out any of them and it'll work well for you. Something else on your why. You need to have short-term and long-term goals. Short-term, I want to buy a Toyota Corolla by December. Long-term, I want to drive a Mercedes ML. Family, I want to move to a 2-bedroomed house from this small house I have in Sinza. Long-term, I'm going to build a beach plot in 2 years' time. Business, I want to just become a 1K this month. December, I want to become a 5K. Next year, I want to become 100K. You see, balance your short-term and long-term, because sometimes we give up. Sometimes we join My Daily Choice with a lot of excitement, and then we find we are losing out. I had a dream of a Mercedes. I lose out. Why didn't I dream? First of all, start with a short-term dream of a small car, then I grow. One step at a time, guys. Build the business, let it grow, and you'll find that those good things are gonna come to you. Now, another tip, remember I'm doing a recap of the things. Now, I talked about activity. Many people come to my office and ask me, Cyrus, tell us the most important activity we need to be doing every day. And I tell them, inviting. They get shocked. You tell me inviting? Yes, I tell them, invite people. Stefano will do the presentation. Don't worry if you don't know how to do the presentation. So the biggest activity is not doing the presentation, it is inviting people. Have you invited people to the Zoom call for South Africa? Have you invited people to the meeting that is taking place with Cyrus? Invite, just become crazy with inviting. Ukisikia kuna fursa somewhere you can invite somebody, just invite. Because the law of invitation says this: if you invite 10 people to come to listen to a presentation, 7 of them are going to tell you, I am going to try and come. 4 of them will show up. Out of the 10, only 4 of them are going to come. But guess what? 2 of them are going to join into your business organization. So what is the secret then? It is not about the number of people who join, it is the number of people you invited. So instead of 10, why don't you invite 30? Because the law of invitation says that if you invite 10, 2 will join. So if you invite 30, 6 are going to join. If you invite 60, 12 people will join your organization. That's the secret, guys. Inviting is the answer. Invite, some will say no, some will say yes. It's okay. But at the end of the day, it's how many people you invite to a meeting, to a Zoom call. And that's why you find Alton in South Africa is saying, guys, last minute invitations. Keep on inviting, because you never know. You might invite somebody who's a superstar. What if you just limited yourself? Leo nita-invite watu wawili, watatu. Guys become crazy. And I know Tanzanians. I have lived in Tanzania, and I know that in Tanzania, so many people are very good in inviting. Become crazy. Do you have a business card, for example? Do you have a flyer? Uko na flyer, ukienda kwenye salon, ukiketi pale chini, unawacha flyer zako, ili ladies wakifanya nywele, they are there the whole day, they can come back and say, wow, we got this number at our salon. Do you have Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp? Are you going to see Sabasaba hivi karibuni, whether you can go and have an exhibition stand and showcase My Daily Choice? Kutakuwa na 88 in Arusha. There's something going on in Dodoma. You need to be aggressive. Is there a networking club, Rotary Club? Which club can you join where you can go? When I was in Tanzania, I used to go to the golf course. And there, so many of those golfers used to use our products. So I became a member of the golf club. So there are many things you need to do, but the thing is, don't limit yourself. Be creative, leave no stone unturned, guys, because that's the answer. Prospect like crazy. Yesterday, I got a soldier from Burundi. I had just put a message on Facebook. Do you want a business which you can be paid every Thursday? You don't have to have any investment. A guy from Burundi who is a soldier told me that he's interested, and I directed him to one of the affiliates, and the affiliate called me yesterday night and said, the guy from Burundi has joined, the soldier has joined. That's the power of Facebook, webinar, email, referral, advertising, cold calling. There's so many ways on the internet on how you can prospect. Just don't limit yourself, guys. There's even a memory yoga. If you go to www.memoryyoga.com, Eric War has got a memory yoga where it can jog your memory to see, have I called my pharmacist? Ninani, who do I go to the salon to see? Who is my banker? Where do I go for my interior decorations? Where do I go to take my shoes? You know, think about it. Never limit yourself. I hope you guys are still learning something here. And on prospecting, also, remember one rule I always say. You have gotten a whole list of so many people, because many people come and tell me, Cyrus, I've gotten so many people who I can call, who I can talk to, but they are not joining. And I tell them, listen, the problem we are making sometimes is this. You have your whole list of prospects, but you start doing your presentation on the phone. Vipi Candida, habari yako? Mimi siku hizi niko kampuni inaitwa My Daily Choice. Tuna deal na products nyingi sana, hair care products, skin care. Hii ni kampuni ilianzishwa 5 years ago. You start doing the presentation on the phone. That's where you go wrong. Never present on the phone. The whole idea of picking up the call is to try and get an appointment. You are trying to get an appointment. That appointment is where you can now go and present. Oh, Candida, thanks so much. Now, my reason of calling you, Candida, is I wanted us to meet because I've got a fantastic opportunity I would like to tell you about. Yeah, half an hour is good, Candida. Yeah, we can meet at Milimani, pale Milimani City. Tukunywe kajuice pale. Asante sana dada. Asante, thank you. Then you tick on your diary. Tick, you have an appointment. Fantastic. So it's those appointments now where you go to present. If you can't present, go with your upline. Or just ask Stefano, when are we doing our next presentation? Then you take the people to the presentation where they listen to Stefano doing the talk. All you did was having a list of names, then making a call, telling them, I am looking for an appointment for us to meet, and I tell you about ile product itakusaidia, na pia itakusaidia your mom. It's a fantastic product. Oh yeah, no, I won't tell you on the phone everything about it. It's a fantastic product. Tukutane wapi? Basi, Milimani City. Thank you. Guys, get your teams to be getting appointments. Be asking them, leo uko na appointment ngapi? Mimi niko na appointment 5, mimi niko na 3. You'll realize that it's very easy. It's fun when it's not thinking about presenting on the phone. Hiyo product ni kama ile ya Forever, ni kama ya GNL, staki basi. You start getting negatives once you start presenting on the phone. So don't present on the phone, guys. Try and get the person on a one-on-one. Try and go and meet them face to face. Have fun as you're making calls, and it's gonna work for you. Guys, I don't know how much time I have left. I think it was only supposed to be 10 minutes, but let me end by saying this. The fortune is in the follow-up. You have the call. You have an appointment at Milimani City. Many of the networkers don't call within 2 to 3 days. Yule mtu mwingine tena anapata fursa ingine, ama naambiwa wachana na hao ndio wanasema. Make sure you follow up. Just take your time to go through your list of all the people you have appointments with. Look at your leads. Visit tuko na ile leads page. So many people you are getting on your leads. Call them and tell them, fantastic for taking the tour. I will need us to meet for a one-on-one ili ni kupeleke through what we are all about. When you do the more follow-ups, then you find that it's gonna work for you. So my last point to you is this. My favorite team, the team I believe is X-Max, champions. How serious are you? How serious are you in developing your mindset? From a point of 2 to maybe 30, where do you lie? Let me try and tell you the statistics. If you are doing this business as a hobby, kama hii tu ni biashara ya kando kando tu, hii ni sio serious, why don't you talk to 2 people every day? Get 2 contacts every day. You can still do it as a hobby. But what about a part-timer? A part-timer is someone who needs to be doing 5 contacts every day. 5 contacts. Kama unasema mimi bado ninafanya kazi pale NCBA bank, ama bado niko nimeajiriwa CRD, it's okay. We are not telling you can't do it. But why don't you get yourself about 5 contacts every day? 5 contacts every day as a part-timer. What about the semi-part-timer? You are tired of that, umechoka na ile kazi. You want to go full blast, lakini bado hujawacha kazi yako. You are semi-part-timer. Why don't you go for 10 contacts every day? 10 contacts every day is very good for a semi-part-timer. What about a full-timer like Candida, like Shiwakonda, or some of the people I've met from this team? Full-timers need to talk to 30 people every day. 30 contacts every day. Hi, Jose, can we meet at 1? Hi, Sisi, how is your tomorrow? Hi, Susan, habari Ali, habari yako. 30 contacts every day. So if you're a hobbyist, still do it with your 2. If you're a full-timer, do it with your 30. At the end of the day, the question is, how serious are you? I know that some of the people in this team are going to go to 5K this month or next month. Some 10K, others 25K. And I know I will be working with you along the journey, because in My Daily Choice, we hold your hand. We believe that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We are there to support you. Very soon we are opening up in Tanzania. We've opened the bank account, I can tell you now, but we are just waiting for the registration of the products to go through so that we can do it legally. We don't do anything illegally, but we've helped you with a small office there just for collection of products. Don't shout out so much, so that once we finish with that, we can bounce properly. We can say, boom, we are in Tanzania. We will let you know. The COVID-19 has affected our team in America, so they can't come in to see all the plans we have. But once it's over, we want to come in a big way and settle in Tanzania. Tanzania will be the biggest. Tanzania, hoy. You guys, I know, already you are showing signs of overtaking countries like Kenya and Uganda and even Ghana. So I know it's very promising. Keep up the good job you're doing, guys. I love you all. And I know that we are not only going to the top, we will remain at the top. Thank you so much, Stefano, for giving me this time to talk to your team. Asante sana.
All right. So
thank you.
Thank you so much, Mentor, for this powerful session ambao umetoa. This is our some bro man mind, and natupa nguvu sana image to make it happen and to go straight to the top kama ulivyosema, and you are going to make it and you are going to remain there. So nashukuru sana kwa kujoin. Nashukuru sana kwa muda wako umeutoa. So I'm so grateful, lakini pia thank you leaders for joining us today for this power presentation, and we hope to make it on Monday.